In the midst of her home foreclosure, current show star Dorit Kemsley is facing financial difficulties due to Brandi Glanville, a former cast member of Rhobh. It has reportedly been months since Dorit and her ex-husband, PK Kemsley, paid for their house. They risk losing it as a result, but what is it about Dorit that Brandi finds offensive? For further information, continue reading. Dorit Kemsley's financial situation is contested by Brandi Glanville. Brandi Glanville is currently having financial difficulties. In an attempt to determine what is causing her face to be so painful and disfigured, she has spent more than $70,000. The former Rhobh star is in a sad position after all of her fillers were removed. At first, she insisted that Bravo's stress was the cause of her facial problems. Her co-star Caroline Manzo accused her of sexual harassment while she was on a RGGT in Morocco. She says that essentially destroyed her career. Brandi even tried to sue Andy Cohen and Bravo. Her attorneys subsequently dropped her, claiming that her case lacked sufficient merit. Brandi then emerged, claiming that a Moroccan parasite was the cause of her facial problems, including the loss of her teeth. Therefore, it seems that Brandi is overburdened. She is currently making fun of Dorit Kemsley, a current cast member of Rhobh, though. In season 14, Dorit is attempting to maintain her sanity after divorcing her husband, PK. Phoenix and Jagger, her two children, whom the couple has not yet disclosed they are divorcing, are similarly carefully protected by her. Fans are witnessing this, at least, in recent episodes of the popular Bravo program. Sadly, they are experiencing severe financial difficulties behind the scenes, but Brandi Glanville has seen that Dorit still owns her Bentley. The Sun claims that because of the Kemsley family's financial situation, Brandi has concerns about the vehicle. Brandi says she drives a Ford and is concerned that she won't have anything. Did not specify the type or year, though. The Bentley's origin. Devoted viewers of Rhobh are aware of Dorit Kemsley's Bentley's history. Her husband PK gave her that for her 40th birthday. Even though Dorit thought receiving a rose gold Bentley was excessive, she was nonetheless overjoyed. So it's possible that this is the same vehicle after all these years. But Brandi Glanville wasn't finished asking questions. After the divorce, she questioned how Erika Jayne could afford a Porsche. After splitting from Tom Girardi, Erika acquired a Range Rover, and she is still involved in numerous legal troubles. Since then, she has put a lot of effort into her own Vegas residency and will be making a comeback to Chicago on Broadway. She didn't abandon Tom in a Porsche then. Do you believe Brandi should keep her affairs private and concentrate on her own issues? Tell us and tune in to Bravo's Rhobh Tuesdays. In true Real Housewives fashion, the claws are out, and this time, Brandi Glanville is not pulling any punches. With Rhobh alum Dorit Kemsley facing a fresh wave of headlines over an alleged foreclosure on her Beverly Hills home, Brandi has emerged from the shadows, lobbing shady tweets and sharp jabs that have the Bravo sphere on fire. And let's just say, she didn't hold back. The House of Cards? News broke earlier this week that Dorit and husband PK Kemsley were once again entangled in legal and financial woes. Documents surfaced indicating a foreclosure notice had been filed on their Encino mansion, citing unpaid debts and alleged loan defaults. Though a rep for Dorit quickly denied the property was in foreclosure and blamed clerical issues, the damage had already been done. Speculation mounted. Fans took to social media with receipts. And then, like a spark to gasoline, Brandi Glanville entered the chat. Brandi's burn book is wide open. Taking to X, formerly Twitter, Brandi fired the first shot late Thursday night. Weird. I thought the Kemsleys were so rich. What happened to the $20,000 a month glam and designer handbags? #HousewifeMath. The post went viral within hours. Brandi followed it up with a second jab the next morning. Some people build homes. Others build facades. When the facade crumbles, what's left? A very expensive mess. Hashtag just saying hashtag RHOBH. Fans couldn't believe how quickly she was lighting into her former frenemy. But if you know Brandi Glanville, you know subtlety isn't her style. And Dorit, who has often flaunted luxury brands, couture wardrobe changes, and extravagant parties, was exactly the kind of housewife Brandi loves to drag. A history of tension. The tension between Brandi and Dorit isn't new, it's just been dormant. When Dorit first joined the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Brandi had already exited the show as a full-time cast member. But the two crossed paths at Bravo events and on social media, and Brandi wasn't shy about calling out Dorit's accent, lifestyle, and always-on presentation. She acts like she was born in Buckingham Palace, Brandi once said in a 2019 podcast. But I'm pretty sure she grew up in Connecticut. Over the years, Brandi has taken swipes at Dorit's marriage, financial situation, and even her parenting. Dorit, for her part, has largely ignored Brandi until now. Dorit responds with class or clapback. After days of public jabs, Dorit finally addressed the chatter, without naming names, but fans could read between the lines. In an Instagram story dripping with shade and luxury, she posted a boomerang of herself sipping espresso in a silk robe with the caption, "When they go low, I go higher, but I still look down and laugh." The post included the song Material Girl by Madonna and was tagged from her Encino home, seemingly a not-so-subtle nod that yes, she's still living there. But if she thought that would silence Brandi, she miscalculated. Brandi clapped back within hours. "Oh, you're still living there? Cute. Just be careful when FedEx knocks. It might be someone else this time." Hashtag foreclosure aesthetic. Friends or frenemies watching it all go down. As this feud played out publicly, several housewives past and present began weighing in. Lisa Rinna, ever the pot stirrer, posted a cryptic gif of someone throwing popcorn into their mouth, prompting speculation about where her loyalties lie. Erica Jane liked one of Brandi's tweets, adding fuel to the fire, though her rep denied she was taking sides. Varcelle Bavav, on the other hand, took a more compassionate tone during an appearance on Watch What Happens Live, saying, "I don't want to see anyone lose their home. We all have ups and downs. I just hope Dorit and her family are okay." The real money mystery. Though Dorit and PK have long presented themselves as high-living jet-setters, this isn't their first brush with financial controversy. PK previously made headlines for his debts in the UK, with court records showing millions owed to various creditors. In 2021, their home was allegedly burglarized, an incident that left Dorit shaken but also prompted questions about the timing, insurance policies, and public details. Brandi, ever the realist, alluded to that in one last tweet. "Can't pay for the house, but can afford 12 Louis Vuitton trunks. Okay, hashtag priorities." Will Bravo get involved? With season 14 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills already filming, producers are rumored to be eagerly watching the headlines. Insiders say Brandi's social media frenzy might have reignited conversations about bringing her back, if only as a guest star, to stir the pot. She's chaos incarnate, and fans love it, one Bravo source teased. And now that Dorit's under fire, it would be TV gold. Fans react, Team Dorit or Team Brandi? Social media is divided. Some fans feel Brandi is kicking Dorit while she's down. "Whatever's going on, it's still her home and her family," one user wrote. "Brandi needs to chill." Others think Brandi is saying what everyone's been thinking. "She's not wrong," another posted. "If you're gonna flaunt a $300,000 closet on national TV, don't be shocked when people call you out for missing mortgage payments."